All right, here we go. So I have the SetPower PT55 Dual Zone fridge, and then in front of it here I have just arrived today, an Ecoflow River 2 Pro, what they call a solar generator. Basically, it's a big battery with an inverter in it and some other nice little tech. So to start with, the SetPower fridge. This again, as I mentioned, is a dual zone. On this side, we have a smaller compartment. This side, you can't see it, there we go. That side is a larger compartment. You see it's a little beat up. I did take this to Moab, Utah for a week recently, and it took some bumps and bruises because I just had it loosely strapped in the bed, and it worked just great. Currently, I have the smaller side set up as a freezer section, the larger side set up as a fridge section. I just have some basic stuff in there. I took out my freezer and fridge, you know, a bag of chicken nuggets. What else was there? I don't know. I think of ice cream, I think. The other side, I have a big 2-gallon jug of water. It was room temperature when I put it in there. And then a bunch of drinks. I just want some mass in there for it to actually, you know, cool, to get kind of a real world test of it. It is set to be 0 degrees for the freezer section and 34 for the fridge. You see, currently it's up to 16 degrees. It's still, the compressor is running. It's cooling it down right now. The cool thing about this SetPower fridge is you can use it either side. They could be, as I have it, fridge and freezer. You could have both sides as fridge, both sides as freezer, swap them back and forth. You could even turn off one side or the other if you're by yourself. I've gone out by myself a few times, put the smaller section as my fridge, and in the larger section, turn it off, and I just keep, you know, my sandwich rolls in there and chips and beef jerky, whatever. Almost use it like a little storage container, and it works out really well. So powering it, I have this new, just came in today again, Ecoflow River 2 Pro. This is I think it's a 768 watt-hour solar generator. Should work for my purposes really good. I hope. We'll find out how long this thing is going to run this fridge for. I do have the fridge currently set to the low speed, which means it's not going to run quite as often, which is fine. I'll open it every once in a while as if I'm using it, you know, pretend I'm pulling out a drink or some food to cook dinner, and we'll see how it runs. So at the moment, the screen's off for power save. Currently, it is pulling, I don't know, 38, it kind of goes up and down here. Let's call it 40-ish watts. At that rate, it's going to last for 16 hours straight. You know, we'll see if that's going to work for me. Again, I don't expect this thing, you know, this fridge to run non-stop. Once it's gone down to temp, it actually should cool off, but this is kind of a good burn-in test for it. You see now the fridge has gone back up to 18 hours. It really just depends on how much power it's pulling. So like I said, I'm just gonna let this run for, you know, overnight, a day, however long it lasts. We'll see what it's good for. Now I did mention this is a budget-friendly option. I do say that this is not as cheap as a $50 cooler from Walmart with some ice in it. On the other hand, it's very handy. We used this for a whole week in Moab. It kept everything perfectly cold, exactly what we wanted. It did learn the hard way that you shouldn't pack glass bottles in it too loosely, as we broke a couple. That was my fault. We were, I have a Jeep Gladiator Mojave, and we were running through some pretty rocky terrain at high speeds. Things were bouncing around a lot. So the SetPower fridge, I paid around $375 for it. There was some coupons, discount codes available through some YouTubers that I found. It gets really great reviews. I'm very happy with it. Is it as good as an ARB or a Dometic fridge that costs, you know, $1,200? Probably not. But I'm not using it full time. I'm not living out of my Jeep. So for the weekend trips that I take this on, it should work just fine. the Ecoflow solar generator. I paid $470 for this, delivered to my front door from an online website that I found. They are, MSRP I think is $5.99, so I'm pretty happy that I got 130 bucks off. They go on sale pretty constantly, so you should be able to find one at a price you're happy with relatively easily. So I'm gonna let this guy just go for a bit. I'll keep an eye on it. I do have an app on my phone that allows me to monitor this remotely. And I'm just going to, again, just see how it works. I'll check in a bit with you all and let you know what I find.